Morning. It's Monday, August 10th, 2020. It's 2:57 a.m. I'm on my way to get my workout started. I was listening to probably one of the most prophetic persons that I can think of, mainly because I can align with what they're saying and where they're coming from, and that was Bishop T.D. Jakes. And he gave an example. He says, I was in the he said I was in the jungle of South Africa, and he said he was with the tour guide. The tour guide said around this time of year the young lions fight because it's mating season. And he says that they're fighting. He says that they're fighting in order to find out who will get to mate. And Bishop said, well, that sounds kind of like us. He says, no. He says they fight. He said because that's God's way of making sure that the strong come into this world and the weak don't. See, by giving the stronger lion, who earned the right to procreate, to regenerate another life form, means that he would bring into this world another strong source versus another weak one. And the reason why that was so prolific to me is because I got to thinking about how society is, and specifically how parents are when it comes to when they see their stronger children versus their children that are weaker. And I wouldn't even say weaker, because I honestly believe that God created us all equal. I don't think any of us is at a disadvantage. I just think some of us choose to arrive into our destiny, to show up, to seek who the best us or the best I can be, and go all in and lean into it. But as parents, you know, there'll be situations where the stronger child, and when I mean stronger, I mean the child who has recognized their ability and has decided that they were going to give into it and not be fearful of it. When the stronger child achieves accolades and awards and recognition, the parent sometimes will have a tendency to tell the stronger child not to make the weaker child feel bad about it. Meaning, don't celebrate too loud what you've accomplished for fear or for concern of how it would make the weaker vessel feel. And now you're asking somebody who has worked hard for something to stifle that in order to get somebody else to feel better about themselves. So you want one person to act as if what they did wasn't a big deal, so that the other person can feel good about what they never did. And the same situation, and I don't know about any other movies, but I know black movies specifically, black family related movies, they always draw a strong emphasis to one person in that family, one child in that family who is extremely strong, who is extremely goal oriented, who is a leader, pushing forward and gathering or getting absolutely no, I know there's somebody who understands what I'm saying, getting no support, because everybody around them feels like they're strong. They don't need support. So what they do is they rally around the weaker ones and are trying to give support to the weaker ones, the ones who've yet to acknowledge or see or understand their strengths. And that's how we are as a society. We're not like the lions, where we say it's a privilege to be able to mate, or it's a privilege to be able to be the head. Our society, we support weakness and we excuse it. And we say, well, this reason or that reason is why this person or this individual is not living up to their expectations or living up to who they're supposed to be, because this reason or that reason. In my house, I think it's important from the jump to instill in each child how strong they are, their individual strengths, how strong they are collectively together, and how love could rule over all things. And if love is in place, I honestly believe that if love is in place, love ends up being something that gives you the ability to overlook shortcomings. But too often, we don't support our strong, and they end up getting lost. And then sometimes we support our weak, and all it does is just weaken the rest of the tribe. I feel like we should raise a bunch of strong leaders, not just one, but to never ask the strong one to dumb down what they've done or accomplished, but to be praised in public. And to just encourage everybody. Because, yeah, we're not lions. Just like the lion, we're still God's creation. And if he had a bigger purpose for them, how much more of a bigger purpose does he have for the ones he's made in his likeness? We're not weak by nature. We're weak by conditioning. And it's real hard for two weak parents to have a strong child. Facts.